Hello, welcome to Herrera on Hollywood. My name is Stephen Herrera. We talk about Blu-rays and DVDs here. Today I'm going to talk about Necromancer, released on Blu-ray by Vinegar Syndrome. It's actually on the Vinegar Syndrome Archive sublabel. Necromancer is from 1988, and this Blu-ray edition is from 2020. Let me show you the disc inside. The cover is reversible, which is nice. And the artwork on the disc is identical to that on the cover. This is an 88-minute horror film. It's a supernatural spin on the rape and revenge subgenre. Other examples of rape and revenge films include I Spit on Your Grave from 1978 and Miss 45 from 1981. This movie was created for the VHS market, which was booming in the 1980s. Necromancer was released on VHS in 1989 by Forum Home Video. It was released on DVD in 2000 by Image Entertainment. I had never seen this movie before I bought this Blu-ray. Necromancer is directed by Dusty Nelson. He directed the slasher film Effects from 1979, and later an episode of the TV series Tales from the Dark Side. The episode was The Unhappy Medium from 1986, which was Season 2, Episode 22. Necromancer is written by William Naud. It's a cult favorite. The tagline is, "When simple revenge is not enough." Julie Johnson is a theater major trying to avoid advances from Professor Charles, a man she once was in love with. Paul and Carl, two of Julie's classmates, break into the professor's office. Allan stays in the theater watching in case a security guard shows up. While looking for exam questions to steal, Paul and Carl find a love letter that Julie wrote to the professor. Julie happens to be working late on campus that same night. She is sexually assaulted in the theater by Paul, who is assisted by Carl. Meanwhile, Allan does nothing to help her. Paul and Carl blackmail her, saying that if she tells anyone about the incident, then they will tell everyone about the love letter. Julie has a lot to deal with after the attack. She is desperate for revenge, but she is unable to turn to anyone for help, including her boyfriend, Eric Frieden. Julie confides in her friend Freda Lurch, who sees a newspaper advertisement about Lisa, a necromancer who helps people get revenge. Freda takes Julie to Lisa, who conjures dark power in her garage. Soon, a shape-shifting demon assumes Julie's form to seduce the rapists and kill them. Julie starts having nightmares about the rapists being killed. She meets Ernest, an apprentice of dark magic, and learns just how dangerous the necromancer is. By the time Julie realizes that the killings in her nightmares are actually happening, the necromancer has her sights set on Eric. Julie fights herself to save Eric's soul. Julie Johnson is played by Elizabeth Kaitan. She had starring and co-starring roles in many B movies. Her first movie was Silent Night, Deadly Night Part 2 from 1987, which we talked about in a previous video. She was also in Slave Girls from Beyond Infinity from 1987, Friday the 13th Part 7, The New Blood from 1988, Assault of the Killer Bimbos from 1988, and Nightwish from 1989. Eric Friedan, Julie's boyfriend, is played by John Tyler. Freda Lurch, Julie's best girlfriend, is played by Rhonda Dorton. Paul Duchesne is played by Lee Cole, credited as Stan Hurwitz. Carl Calder is played by Edward A. Wright. Allan is played by Sean Eisner. Charles DeLonge, the drama professor, is played by Russ Tamblyn. He has been in a lot of movies, including Satan's Sadists from 1969. Ernest is played by Wade Aaron Riddle. Lisa, the necromancer, is played by Lois Masten Ewing. The movie just doesn't have the budget to showcase the demon of vengeance and its power to create chaos. Much of the killing is implied, and slow motion is used for dramatic effect. But the movie has a lot of late 80s charm. The hairstyles, the fashions, the cars, and the soundtrack are characteristic of the 80s. The acting in the film is good. This is one of Elizabeth Kaitan's best performances. She deserves praise for successfully selling emotional distress as a character who doesn't know what to do about the crime she has survived. Some fun facts about Necromancer. This movie was filmed at Pepperdine University, which is located at 24255 Pacific Coast Highway in Malibu, California. Sean Eisner, who played Allan, was not a professional actor. He was the director of theater operations at Pepperdine University when the movie was filmed there. This Blu-ray offers excellent video and audio. It is sourced from a 4K scan of the original 35mm camera negative. The film is presented in its original aspect ratio of 1.85:1. There are some nice special features. The first one is Taking the Reins, which is a video conference interview with director Dusty Nelson. He talks about his early years in Pittsburgh and finding an internship at a local public television station, which allowed him to gain experience in production. A Despicable Job is an interview with actor Lee Cole. He explains why he's credited as Stan Hurwitz on Necromancer. He used a fake name to cover his tracks because he was taking a non-union job. He also talks about a couple of props that his character uses in the film. One is a flask and the other is a butterfly knife. Both of those items belong to the actor in real life. Conjuring the Past is an interview with actor Wade Aaron Riddle. He decided to try his luck in Hollywood in 1984, quickly realizing just how harsh the industry is. A trailer has not been included on this Blu-ray. This Blu-ray edition from Vinegar Syndrome is out of print, but you may be able to find it on eBay or at a local record store that sells Blu-rays. If you want to watch an entertaining, low-budget horror movie from the 80s with interesting depictions of demonic possession, then check out Necromancer on Blu-ray from Vinegar Syndrome. Until next time, thank you for watching, thank you for listening, and talk to you soon. Bye.